Goodness comes on the group, something you can't get by yourself. You get something from riyada, from exercising, from zikr and meditation and reciting Quran. Just to come and sit, something else comes. And Shah Naqshband cautioned, some research department looked it up in a Persian book, because Shah Naqshband also had so many things in Persian, Parsi language. He said, Dar Shohrat Afat Ast. It's near to Urdu, I think, that Shohrat, fame, to be known, to do something not for Allah, but to be famous in front of people, it destroys your good deeds. Afat, to brings, used to be, we were waiting for Y2K to come, when the computer changed from 1998, 99, 2000. Everything's going to finish, they said. And we used to store food waiting for the collapse of everything. We stored that food for a long time, years. You open the can of flour, out come the bugs. That flour is like your good deeds. If you did it to make people happy with you, it eats the good deeds. There's hadith for that. And Yom al-Ba'ath, the judgment day, day of rising up, one servant will come, Allah will say, or a voice will say, prosecuting eternal will say, what you brought me, O my servant? I brought you so much praying. I prayed for you so many prayings. And prosecutor will say, Kazab, liar. You prayed, you were praying so people would say, there's a holy, pious person. Take him away. Another one will come. What you did for me, O my servant? I gave so much in charity for you, zakat and sadaqah. My right hand didn't know what my left hand was. Giving, giving, giving. The voice will say, no, liar. You did it so people would say, there's a generous person. Show off, take him away. And the last one, what was the last one say? I forgot. Like Ortugul, like Osman, Saladin. I fought for you, oh my Lord. Jihad fi sabilillah. Everyone wants to do jihad. Jihad is under rules. It's a government thing, not one person to say jihad. I fought for you, liar. You fought so, especially the women would say, oh, there's a brave one. Show off, take him away. So Dar Shohrat Afat asked. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our meeting to be sincere for his sake. They asked to Shaykh Adnan, the brother of Shaykh Hisham, what should be our niyat? Because Imam Nawawi put in his book of hadiths, the first one, Inama amalu biniyat, the head of all hadith. Your actions will be according to your intentions. You get what you intended. So they asked Shaykh Adnan, what should be our intention? He said, I'm making my intention according to my Shaykh's intention. Yeah, I say, on your intention, because their perspective is higher. They can see what we can't see. They know the pilot, when he's at 40,000 feet, can see what you can't see at ground level. They see a bigger picture. So according to my Shaykh's intention, or intending to do this meeting, he knows. He knows. And asking blessings and mercy. What we're going to speak about, anything you speak about nowadays is dangerous. They say free speech. I don't think. So many people taken away from because of free speech. There was a king. There was a king once upon a time. Once upon a time. It's the Bismillah Rahman Rahim of fairy tales. That once upon a time, long time ago, there was a king, and he was a tyrant king. Everyone was afraid from him. He was sitting with his council, his advisors, his viziers. He said, I had a dream last night. Who can interpret my dream? And one brave vizier said, I can interpret any dream. Tell me, what was your dream? Oh, Ya Sultan, tell me. He said, I saw in my dream all my teeth fell out except one. Can you tell me what's that dream? And the vizier said, oh, my Sultan, Astaghfirullah, very bad dream. I'm so sorry to hear that dream. It means all your relatives are going to pass away. You'll be the only one left. The king got angry. Huh? No one says to me like that, take him away. Another one said, oh, your majesty, wait, mercy for him. It was a very good dream. Huh? Same dream. It was the best dream I ever saw. What's that dream? It means you're going to be the longest lived of all your relatives. Very good, said the king. So free speech, you have to be very careful what you're going to say to the tyrant. Oh, Sayyidina Muhammad. I can't say it. I saw Sheikh Nazim dictating a letter one time. Sheikh Hashim made an office once in Michigan. Now the kitchen is there in the garage. It used to be an office for, it's not, I forgot what he called it. It's not, Supreme Council. ISCA. And he was having, Sheikh Hashem was sponsoring a big conference for leaders from all over the Islamic world. One in Los Angeles, one in Washington, D.C. And Sheikh Nazim came to U.S. He was attending those conferences. He was in Michigan. He was going to dictate a letter to the president of the U.S. I forgot which one it was at that time. Your Excellency, most magnificent, most intelligent, most handsome. He went on for 20 minutes. This is how you have to speak, because what to do? We had a psychiatrist in our group. We had several, some in Europe, from Germany, Dr. Khai, and Dr. Krebs from Canada. He came to Sheikh Nazim one time and said, Sheikh, because we're talking about speaking truth to people. No one can take it. He said, Sheikh, what's that, doctor? You can say the most strong things to people and they'll accept it. If I try to say like that to them, they get angry with me, they won't accept it. And the Sheikh said, that's because you have ego, nafs. The Sheikh, the real one, no ego with him. If ego speaks to ego, you have a fight. You can sense it. One cat comes to another one, fight. Oh yeah, no ego, no one hand clapping, no second hand to make the sound. They left their egos. He used to say, my ego is under my feet. As him saying it, I can't say it like that. But Awliya, they defeated that biggest enemy for mankind, our own ego. We were joking before, Chicago Tribune used to have a cartoon. There was a turtle called Pogo, and he's standing in the bow of the ship in a noble, heroic pose, saying, we have met the enemy, and he is us. We are the enemy. Holy Quran says when something happens because of the deeds that your own hands set forth. It's Quran. It's not my idea. It's Quran. Everything happens in Allah's presence. Allah is, I was with you wherever you are. I was with all of you wherever you are. He sees everything, knows everything. And we go on acting as if no one sees us and no one taking account. He's taking account of everything. فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال شرة شرا يره. Smallest amount of good you'll see it, smallest amount even of badness you'll see it. So all of us are coming with a heavy burden of things we've done in Allah's presence, no good. And Allah says, I pay you back what you did good, I pay you back what you did bad. I put you on earth to be my deputies, to reach to real humanity, not to be servants for your egos. And I'm going to ask you for what you did. But we forgot about it mostly. He sent prophets to remind us, and the seal of prophets, sallam, after his time, although it's always his time, his deputies, awliya, are coming to remind people. And people used to get so angry with them. You read the stories of awliya, what happened to this one? They killed him, they put him in prison, they did this, they did that. They couldn't take it to hear the truth. Shaykh Hashem, Allah bless him, he used to do his best to teach me, always blame yourself first for everything. Say it's my fault. Sheikh Nazmi said, blame yourself first. Allah takes you out from problems, it's your own fault. Say astaghfirullah. He made a test for me one time in Michigan. I got so angry. I was living there for some time, looking after sheep and goats and sometimes people. He made a test. And first step, okay. Second step, alhamdulillah. Third step, I got angry. I got very angry. I went up to his house, not even knocking. I went in, so saying something under my breath. To be around the Sheikh all the time is like fire. There's a saying, familiarity breeds contempt. When you just lightly come and lightly go, yes. When you're around all day long, you begin to act, your manners come down. I went in, alhamdulillah, he was laughing. He's sitting in his chair laughing. I said, what took you so long? I was waiting for you. He said, come back to your real size. Come back to your original size. You're not bigger than mountains. We have so many mountains here in Phoenix. Come back to your original size. Think that everyone is a robot that's giving you trouble. Allah is making them to do like that. You're alone in your Lord's presence. Everyone can think that. I'm alone in my Lord's presence, and he's showing me what he wants me to see on my screens here. Make yourself all right with Allah. Allah make everything all right with you. Don't make yourself all right with Allah. Everything comes to give you problem. It's a problem for individuals, each one of us. Sheikhs are teaching their murids, trying to train them in good manners in front of their Lord and in front of their Prophet. And it's a good manner for the Ummah also. It's a good manner for nations. He used to say, after Quran and Hadith, what you're reading, study history. Look at history. See how things got to where they are. We did it. Like that pogo. We have met the enemy and he is us. We did it. We did it. If we did something wrong, how do we make it right with Allah? So I want to say something like this in the khutbah. We'll see. We did something. When you do something wrong, ولو أنهم ظلموا أنفسهم جاءوك فاستغفر الله واستغفرهم الرسول ووجد الله توابا رحيما. And ومن ينزغنك شيطان نزغ فاستعيذ بالله. When shaitan makes your ego, tricks you into doing something bad, run to Allah, ask forgiveness. You know who is Samiul Alim. Run to Allah. And the first ayat, وَلَوْ أَنَهُمْ إِنْ ظَالُمُوا أَنفُسِهِمْ جَاءُوكَ فَاسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ وَاسْتَغْفَرْهُمُ الرَّسُولُ لَوَجَدَ اللَّهَ تَوَّابًا رَحِيمًا. That's not my words. It's not Sufi words. That's Allah's words in Holy Quran. Saying to Prophet, oh Muhammad, in parentheses, implied, if only your people came to you when they did something wrong, asking Allah's forgiveness, and you asked forgiveness for them. They say no such thing as tawassul, is bid'ah, is shirk, is haram. How? Quran says run to Prophet and he asked for your forgiveness. If it was someone who lived 1,500 years ago and gone, then take that verse away also. It's there. Run to Prophet. How this problem happens? How Muslim nation broken now into this Qawmiya nationalities, and Western world also, shattered into so many different nations now. And Allah says, فَتَصِمُوا حَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا. Hold tight to the rope of Allah all together and don't separate. We separated. We didn't keep the way. Separated from what? We took away our prophets. We took away the figure of prophets. His presence. He brought the Quran, like UPS, like FedEx, like what to do? Sign here, stamp here, scan QR code. And what? No, a living presence. He said, I'm fresh alive in my grave, send salat on me, I send 10 times on you. Allah make me to send 10 times on you. The Ummah has to come back. A bad shaitanic current came into the Islamic world, 1700s, something like that. Sheikh Nazim used to say, if you look at history, around the time of the French Revolution, what's that, 1789? Something like around that time, you see a sudden intrusion of shaitan into human affairs. The whole social order was thrown over. Political power, like a diamond thrown up among thieves, who's going to grab for it? Before it was in the hands of the king or the queen or the emir. Now every gangster is going to be chief, fighting with each other like, what you expect to be? Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the honor of a shepherd is with his flock. As long as the shepherd is looking after his own affairs, his sheep, Allah addresses him with honor, a dress of honor. The housewife after her home, the school teacher with her students, the cab driver with his cab, the businessman with his business, everyone with the king with his kingdom, everybody looking after their own affairs, they're dressed with honor. When they leave it to go after Malayani, what's not their business, especially politics, Allah take that dress of honor away, as happened to our grandfather and grandmother, Sayyidina Adam, Sayyidina Hawa, alayhi salam, in the garden. Don't eat from that tree. Shaitan made them to eat. I swear I'm your sincere advisor. This is Shaitan's tricks. Quickly, they became naked. Their dress of honor was taken away. Quickly, they're trying to cover themselves to regain their honor again. May Allah make us to keep our honor. There was a hadith for Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. I think Sheikh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi collected it. Oh my Lord, he said, he was Kalimullah speaking. Oh my Lord, which thing, if your servants do it, if he was talking for his people, if my people do it, he means all Allah's servants. Which thing, if the servants do it, you're most pleased with that, makes you happy? Oh Musa, I'm happy with my servants when they're looking after their own affairs themselves. Allah created us. I'm going to finish with this. Allah created us to be Khalifatullah. Inni ja'ilun khalifatu fil ard. I did a deputy for myself on earth to show my holy names and divinely names. First one, Sayyidina Adam, alayhi salam, and then all his Zuriyah. We're created for that. It's a high honor and high reality. But we're only candidates. We didn't reach it. I was looking at a book. There was one sheikh hundreds of years ago, Sheikh Afzaluddin Kashani. Kashani, Kodosokos. He gave the example of the wheat plant. Ajafirda was taking pictures from the plane today. There's crops in a straight line, corn, and there's round circles. It's the wheat. They plant in a. The wheat plant comes up like grass. It's not wheat. You can't eat it. Cows can eat it. They say wheat. This is wheat, but it's not wheat yet. It didn't get the stalk. It didn't get the grains yet. The corn plant is only a grass. Didn't come to be. The apple tree is only a sprout. Didn't give fruit yet. Human beings is like that. We didn't come to give fruits. We didn't reach our real humanity. That's our job. Everyone's important job. We promised to Allah on the day of promises. Yawma alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. Am I not your Lord? Yes, I, more than yes. Bala. We witness on that. And it's called the day of promises. All the souls were gathered and we promised to reach our real perfections, to be his deputies. And then we came to earth generation by generation. The hijab of this dunya came over us. We forgot everything. And what's going to happen? Nothing but problems until we come back to our original size and remember our important job. May Allah grant us to remember. I keep forgetting they're 2 hours ahead of us in Houston, and it'll be 3 in the morning when we finish. We'll finish there, inshallah. Wa min Allah tawfiq. Bi hurmat Habib, bi hurmat al-Fatiha. May Allah grant us to take some blessing from this. People said it's enough talking, now you get to drink coffee.